So let's get back on IG. Hey, y'all. All right, had to pin the comment. All right, perfect. So y'all needed this word today. I'm already knowing we needed this word today. Hey, love. So the fact that November 1st is tomorrow, the fact that it was just October 2nd, yesterday, time is going extremely quickly. And as I was saying, these are always reminders to me that we often take time for granted. We take time as a luxury. And more and more and more, time is showing us like, I'm not waiting for you. My job is to keep this earth turning. My job is to keep these hours moving and keep these 24 hours going step by step. That's my responsibility. That's what I'm here to do. Time is not here to slow down for the fact that you're unsure of where you want to go, for the fact that sometimes we wake up on the wrong side of the pillow. Time is not slowing down for the fact that we can be insecure. And this message came to me actually Saturday night. I was in New York, just out at dinner. And I really started thinking like, here I am starting to take the steps to live the life that I want. And yes, I know that I'm right on time. And I want you guys to know that you are on time with what you're doing. But imagine if I had started to take myself seriously much longer ago. Imagine you too, if you had started to take yourself seriously last year, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Imagine where you could be right now. And so in that moment, I was literally just looking at myself in the mirror and the message just came through. In that moment, it made me see we do not have the time. We do not have the luxury to indulge in our insecurities. Today is More Money Monday. I really want to talk to you guys about letting go of your insecurities, silencing those, and how you can make your self-confidence more loud, how to be more self-confident, how to build up your consistency. Because much of the time, it's not that we're not accomplishing what we want to accomplish because of all the other factors around us. It's always because of us. It's always because of what we tell ourselves. It's always because of those silent thoughts and conversations that we have with ourselves. Those tend to keep us in our same situation. Those tend to keep us in our same environment. That is why 12 months go by and we feel like we're still in the same place. So let me start by talking to you guys a little bit about fear, right? So a couple weeks ago on More Money Monday, I shared with you guys that you're going to face fear in your business. You're going to face fear in wanting to do something different. You're going to face fear anytime you try to change something. But what I want you to be more afraid of is not if it doesn't work, but I want you to be afraid of what does your life look like if you don't try? I want you to be afraid of how much time is going to pass by with you still being in the same situation. The way that time is moving so quickly, that's scary. The way that tomorrow is November 1st and it was just October 2nd yesterday, that is scary. And so what I want you to do is shift what you're afraid of. Instead of letting your insecurities tell you, no, I can't do this because nobody will follow me on Instagram. I can't do this because nobody will buy from my business. I can't do this because there's no way I'll ever get funding. That we don't have the luxury to think like that because yesterday was October 2nd and today is November 1st. Time is moving too fast. Instead, I want you to think of, you know what? I don't know what's going to happen when I launch this business. I don't know if people will buy or not. But what I do know is I am more afraid to still be here 6 months from now, still thinking what is going to happen, still not having taken the first step. That has to be more scary because let's fast forward this, right? The way that months go by in what feels like days, that means years will go by in what feels like weeks. So years from now, you could find yourself still sitting, thinking, what if? What if I try? What if no one likes it? Should I? Could I? And the worst thing you want to have is regret. The worst thing you want to have is regret. We don't want to get to year 40. I just turned 30, right? So we don't want to get to our 40s or even our 50s and start thinking, dang, time got away from me. And here I am still thinking, what if I had tried it? Sis, bro, I know I have some fellas in here. That is not something I wish on anyone. You have to tell yourself right now, you cannot afford that. Somebody comment, I cannot afford it. You cannot afford to allow yourself to be made small by your insecurities. Fear is normal, but you have to choose what you're afraid of. Instead of being afraid that if you try it, it doesn't work, be afraid of what your life looks like if you never even try. Be afraid of how fast time goes if you never even step up and say, I'm going to make something happen today. Because today is the 31st. Tomorrow is November. Just a few hours ago, it was 7 a.m. This day is halfway over, more than halfway over. Tomorrow, we are going into another month. And 2 days after tomorrow, it will be December. Time is not waiting for you. So you have to make a decision. You know what? I need to make a stand today. I need to silence this insecurity today. So let me talk to you about how you're going to do that. Because I want you all to realize that your success is not based on how talented you are. Your success is not based on how beautiful or handsome you are. It's not based in where you live. All of these things can be additional factors to help you get where you need to go. But your success is based in how much audacity you have to believe in yourself and to say, I am the one who can make this happen. I am the one I've been waiting for. I am the one who can go out and make this first million. I am the one who can go and be the first homeowner in my family. I am the one who can make this dream happen. Somebody comment the word audacity. Because the word audacity gets a bad rep. And I believe that in order to be successful in any avenue of life, dating, relationships, business, a job, whatever it is, you have to be audacious. You have to be audacious and tell yourself that you can achieve and do whatever it is that you set your mind to. Because insecurity is what will keep us broke and in the same place and sad and alone. Somebody comment, bye insecurity. Bye. And this is a constant thing I have to fight with myself on every day. I've always dealt with insecurity issues. And looking at me, you may not know, and that's good because I've been working on it, but it is a constant something that I have to work on. Because insecurity are those negative thoughts, and that's the lie that is trying to tell you that you deserve to be small. That's the lie that's trying to tell you you're not the one who can change your life. That's the lie that's trying to tell you the destiny that God has outlined for you is fake. Insecurity is trying to make you doubt who you are supposed to be. We got to tell insecurity to go. So the things I need you to do on a daily basis, right? And what you'll realize is that your fear and your insecurity, they go hand in hand. Typically, you are afraid because you're insecure. And when you lean into your insecurity, you become more afraid. So what you need to do is every day do something small that scares you. When you make your list of things that you want to achieve and steps that you want to take, but you're not doing it, every day you have to do something on that list that makes you uncomfortable in order for you to make your insecurities that much smaller. But every day that goes by that you don't tackle something on that list, you continue to allow your insecurities to win. You continue to allow your fear to win. And your confidence cannot grow. Because it's a myth that all of a sudden we should just be able to tell people, believe in yourself, and tomorrow you become this ultra confident person. It doesn't work like that. And I'm not going to sell you guys a pipe dream. But what does happen is confidence and consistency, those are muscles that have to be built. And you cannot take a day off. Somebody comment no days off. Somebody comment no days off. Consistency, confidence, these are muscles that need to be built. And the only way you can build them is by doing things that contribute to your confidence on a daily basis. And when we're thinking of making more money, starting your business, changing your life, changing your circumstance, there are a specific set of tasks and actions that you have to do every day in order to get closer to that life you want. And every day that you do something that truly terrifies you, you build your confidence. You build your consistency. I was looking back at my old pictures from, a year ago, 2 years ago, and I look like a different person. And it's not the money, it's not the makeup, I've not gotten any work done. It's not any of that. I'm the same individual. But I can see a different level of confidence in myself because I have done so many things that have scared me in these last 24 months. So the Ellie that walks into a room now is much more confident and stronger than the Ellie that used to walk into a room 2 years ago. So I'm telling you that you have to start building it. It doesn't mean tomorrow you become this ultra new person, but it does mean that as this time is going, you are getting better. What we don't want is for time to be moving and we're staying the same. We can't have that. We can't afford that. I want you guys to comment some things in the chat that you know you need to do, things that scare you, with whether it's about your business, about making more money, changing your circumstance. Comment some things that you know you need to do in order to see your life get to the next level, but that you haven't been doing because your fear is holding you back. I'll tell you guys some of my own things I need to post, and you all probably like, she posts a lot of content. No, I need to post more content. I need to create content outside of my comfort zone. I need to go to more events and create more connections. There are things I need to do to see my life go to where they need to go. So I'm seeing you guys comment a couple things. Content, consistency, insecurities, yes, you have to go. So all those things that you know you need to do, that you know are on your list. What I want you to do is commit to doing at least one thing that scares you every single day. Because what happens is you start training yourself to not see fear and to not see your insecurity as big as they are. When you decide to post something that you might not really like, but you say, you know what, I need to get my content up today because I need to make this money, so I'm going to post it anyway. You made your insecurity that much smaller that day. So the next day, it's not scary to do it. You're building up your confidence. You're building up your consistency. That muscle is getting stronger until the point where all of the things you used to hesitate on, all of the things you used to delay, all of the things that used to hold you back, they have no power on you anymore. This is how you become a different individual. Because what you guys need to realize, and what is not always shown on Instagram, is making more money, elevating your financial circumstance. Those things have more to do with changing who you are internally than they have to do with all the external things like new cars, clothes, bags, yada, 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 yada. It's an internal work process. They don't just fall from the sky. Don't let this Instagram glamorous lifestyle make you think that all you need to go and do is, I don't know, sit up in a fancy car and then all of a sudden your life has changed. No, it's an internal work. Because in order to maintain $1 million on the outside, you have to become a person that can maintain $1 million on the inside. And you have to become a person that believes they deserve $1 million on the inside. Because the money you have outside of you is a reflection of how much you believe you deserve inside of you and what steps you can consistently take to earn and maintain that. Making more money, having more power, being the first one in your family to change your family's generation and to change the curse over so many Black families, that requires a lot of muscle, a lot of confidence, a lot of consistency. So you got to start the work within in order to have the results outside of you. That is where it must begin. I know I have made a lot of money. I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful. I've been able to change my life. But what you won't see me do is let y'all know in order to change your life, you just need to get this Gucci bag. You just need to get this G-Wagon. Y'all know I have a G-Wagon, but I'm not going to use that in my marketing because I had to change inside of me in order to even be able to walk into a G-Wagon dealership. Don't try to focus on what's outside of you before changing what's inside of you. Like I said, time is not waiting for you. And as time goes on, you need to every day be doing something that is making you better. Because what we don't want to do is look up and it's November 2023, a year from now, which is going to feel like a few months, and you're still feeling the same way that you feel today. Somebody comment, "This is my last day." Somebody comment, "This is my last day." You can't afford to continue and wake up tomorrow and still be insecure. You can't afford to still let something that scares you dominate you. You can't afford that. Every time I think about doing something scary, right? Every time I think about a decision that makes me uncomfortable, I literally envision these two, the angel and the devil on my shoulder. I really do. And what I tell myself is the devil or the demon, whatever, the bad side, is whispering to me, "You can't do it. Don't even try. It's not for you. You're going to fail. Just let it go. Forget about it. Change your mind. Change your idea. It's not for you. You can't do it." While the other, the good side, is telling me, "You can. This is your destiny. This is meant for you. You got to do it. Don't let the bad side win. Don't let your insecurities get you down," right? Listen, y'all, I was an only child, so I had a lot of time to create these different things in order to help me make decisions growing up, because it was just me. Shout out to the only kids. But every time you think about giving up on something or think about not trying, I need you to envision that little bad side, that little demon, is literally trying to tell you to quit. Is trying to tell you to give up. You cannot let him win. You cannot let that part of you win. You cannot. Because this part of you has so much promise. The future you has so much promise. The changed you, the confident you, has so much promise. So do not fall for that lie. See, lies can seem so attractive because they're comfortable and they're familiar. So when that bad side is lying to you and telling you, "Oh, you can't do it. It's probably best that you don't even try. It's going to be way too hard. How will you find the person who's going to help you? How are you going to find the right vendor? How are you going to get that line of credit? How are you going to do this? How are you going to do that?" Putting all this fear and doubt into you, it's comfortable. You're like, "Oh, you know what? That's probably true. Oh, people like me can't do it. My business is too new." All the things. But that is a time suck. Because you will keep listening to that side and it will be 2024. And then it will be 2030. 8 years from now. We cannot listen to that side. You need to listen here, even if you just take one small step. One, call the lender. Apply over the phone. Go to Alibaba, find the vendor. Post the content. Go live, even if it's 10 minutes. Every time you take that one small step, that little thing gets smaller. That little thing gets smaller until its voice is until you can't even hear it. That is how you have to envision it every day. You really do have to see it as the good that is promised for your life is fighting against the bad that your life could end up as if you do not answer the call that is already on your life. If you allow time to take everything from you, then you will look up at 2024 and still see yourself in the same place with the same to-do list, with the same fear, with the same insecurity, and time got the best of you. But if you instead make a decision from today to look at your list of things you have to do and do 1 to 2 things every single day that make you uncomfortable, that make you afraid, in 2 years from now, in 2024, you will look back on your pictures like I did from 2 years ago and see a completely different individual. Not only will you look completely different, you will feel completely different. Your bank account will be completely different. Everything about you will be completely different because you, every single day, took a step and decided to build that muscle of confidence, to build that muscle of consistency. I want you guys to comment in the chat, I can do anything I set my mind to. Comment that in the chat. I can do anything I set my mind to. You, watching this, you can do anything you set your mind to. That's how you were built. That's how you were designed. If you can think it, you can literally go and do it. Because that is the calling. That is your assignment. God is not going to even introduce you to something that is not for you. Everything is by design. Everything is by not coincidence, but by fact. This was supposed to happen. That idea you have is supposed to be yours. And I tell y'all that every single week on these More Money Mondays, because the more you lean into believing and knowing that it's already for you, the more you will start to see your life change, the more you will start to see your bank account balance change. But you really have to say it with your chest every single day. When you get up and you look in the mirror, you need to tell yourself, I can do anything I set my mind to. And today, I'm going to get that XYZ done. Today, I'm going to do it. Instead of just admiring all the people you admire, go look at how they started. Read their Wikipedia pages. Go look at where did they begin to get to where they are now. What happened? How did they make that transition? So many things are on the internet. I was just reading all about the Rockefellers on Saturday night before I went and got on my flight. So much information is out there. Instead of just admiring them, take it one step further and look at how can you start making some of the same decisions they did. And it requires you doing things every day that scare you so you build up that muscle of confidence and consistency. Every single day. No days off. So what I want y'all to do is make sure that you text Money Mondays or Money Mondays to my number 310-564-0065. Y'all too over here on YouTube. Text Money Mondays to 310-564-0065 so I can send you guys just reminders throughout the week to keep you encouraged. I know I used to do my Ellie gems every day, but the texting platform I was using kind of changed. So I can't do them every day, but I can do them at least a couple times a week. So I want to be able to keep you guys encouraged. I want you guys to be remembering your homework because I give y'all homework every week and I hope y'all are doing your homework. So as you might assume, your homework tomorrow is, like I said, whatever you have on your list that you know you need to achieve, make it a point to do one of those things tomorrow. Something that has been scaring you, something that every time you think about doing it, you stop, Tomorrow, don't stop. Tomorrow, do it. Do it. Go live, send the DM, make the call, whatever it is that you have not been doing, tomorrow, do it. And like I said, that is your way to build up that muscle even more. That is your way to make that little red demon much smaller so that his voice does not have an effect on the greatness that is already called on your life. Okay? Drop a gem in the chat if y'all needed this message today. Good. Drop a gem in the chat if y'all needed this message today. The Rockefellers. Oh, you met them? Wow. We gonna have to have a whole session on the Rockefellers because I was enthralled. I was just like, I mean, it's a lot, but we can achieve it. All right? I love y'all. I will save this to my page. Again, text Money Mondays to my number, 310-564-0065, so I can send y'all some encouraging things throughout the week to get you ready for the next Monday. Because every week that we have one of these, I want you guys to see yourself and feel yourself getting a little bit better in whatever way. Feeling more confident, feeling more consistent, accomplishing something at your job or in your business, taking one step further to see yourself in a different way. That's what I want. So that by the time we look back at 6 months, 8 months of all these Mondays, you can literally see transitions changing in your life. All right? Love y'all. I'll see you later. Bye.